Any question on anything? The material that I covered versus the videos that you saw. Did people use the videos that we recorded, and did people feel a need to go through the videos that that I covered on 2 nights before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so people went and referred back to them because I was looking at the history or the analytics on YouTube, and I saw some hits on it, but I never saw any play time. So felt that people looked at them, but they never played those videos. Any question, JSPM? Otherwise, we'll wrap it up.
Sir, how will the UI path help in developing? Means how it will help in AI? Because I saw the tutorial and it means I have a question that what language, what programming language does it use? What programming language does it use?
What was the question, Rohit?
Sir, my question was that how does it actually work? How does it develop the uh, uh, I mean the automation tools? I mean, in which language?
So,
Programming language.
so you're asking what is the programming language of UiPath? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
See, basically, UiPath is a tool which is designed. UiPath is typically called as a low-code tool. Low-code tool means it's like a 4GL language, right? Visual Basic probably was a 3GL language, right? 4GL languages have been a dream, but now they are coming to a realization. Of lately, people don't have time to do hardcore deep Java programming or C++ programming as such, unless and until you are building a very deep product, right? So what people are doing is they are building what they call as low code platform or no code platform. And what you see, UiPath is nothing but drag and drop and then configuration. It's
Yes.
kind of like what you saw during the Scratch programming or the app inventor kind of thing. There was a reason we tried to get people as part of the selection process, see who could do that level of programming. Because at the end of the day, UiPath is a low-code platform. We are not going to do everything in UiPath, but it's a great prototyping tool as well as it's a great rapid application development tool without having to know a lot of programming as such. It can be used by anybody, right? The layer below UiPath is all Microsoft .NET. So basically, what they have done is they have literally created a visual. They have literally coded a visual basic or C++ kind of a layer on top of which you are actually configuring a UiPath drag and drop objects as such. So if you look underneath, if you go to, now let me share my screen and let me show you some stuff. Give me one sec, let me share my screen and you get an intuition into what it really is. Uh, can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Give me one sec. Can you see it? One sec. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
So basically, if you take any blank project, let me see if this is the test. Oh, come on. So if you really look inside this programming part, and if you start seeing right all these variables, so let's say we drag and drop a sequence, and now you say variable. So let's say I'm going to call it a test variable, okay? And now you see string, right? But in reality, if you see browse types, since this is running on a Microsoft OS, right? These are all underneath every, you have access to the full power of Microsoft operating system. Right? So this is all Microsoft coded stuff, any libraries. So there is also a library, I think, for uh, Google Office Docs, I think. Let me check that. Yeah, Google, so UiPath Vision Core OCR engine. See, now you have inside UiPath, they have created Google OCR and Google Cloud OCR stuff. So what they are doing is they are bringing into this tool access to all the cloud services also. So just using this tool, we are able to build very sophisticated um, ideas, which may include automation and or cognitive intelligence. Because now you can plug this particular bot or this particular automation to cloud through APIs, and now suddenly, if you need cognitive intelligence, you are tapping into APIs. So basically, what you are doing over here is drag and drop programming as such. It's not any language as such, but underneath it is just Microsoft .NET or I don't know what the latest and greatest is, ASP.NET or .NET stack below it. Make sense?
Yes.
Any other question?
Hello.
Yeah,
So this is Keshav. I have a question, sir.
yeah.
Sir, are we going to use UiPath only for the entire program for automation specific, or we are going to switch later on some other technologies?
Yeah, I mean, this is an incubator, right? We have to start somewhere, and we have to introduce the construct of robotics. So we use this tool. In reality, when we get away from the learn phase into the launch phase, there's a good chance we will be using, depending upon the idea that we pursue, the architecture of that idea might require us to use some
Yes,
cloud
yes,
APIs. We
yes,
may
sir.
have to use Java. We may have to use JavaScript. I have no idea. It really depends on the idea. It really
Okay, okay,
depends
yes,
on
sir.
the team. And it
Hmm.
really depends on what is the shortest path to realize that idea. What you guys have to understand very clearly, this is an incubator. We are trying to produce a product. You are trying to produce a pilot product.
Hmm.
What language we use is irrelevant. So if you're coming over here with a point of view of learning a language, then you have completely missed the point of being in the incubator. You're learning startup style management or startup style entrepreneurship, and startups don't care. They look at what is the fastest path to building their products. So no wonder they will always be cloud architected products. So most likely, not most likely, you will be doing lots of Google cloud hosted services. We'll be using Google cloud hosted services depending upon which idea we pursue, and then maybe UiPath. We'll figure that out.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Are you disappointed with the answer?
No, sir, no.
Did you have any specific thing that you were looking to learn from a language perspective?
No, sir. I was just thinking in that way that whatever till whatever point I've explored UiPath, I was thinking that it's a bit limited. Like we cannot entirely put our idea into this software only. So whether my research was not complete or
No,
maybe.
you're right. This is an automation tool. You
Hmm.
cannot build user interface out of it. Right. So
Yes, sir.
if your product need, that's why I said, right, if your product needs architecture components which are user interface, then this is the wrong tool, right?
Hmm.
But if
Yes,
your
sir. Yes.
product needs very rapid automation connecting between different systems, right?
Hmm.
So let's say you want to build a quick bot, right? Wherein you are comparing, let's say, so one of my guys in one of my team, what he did is he was lazy. He was hunting for a product and he was waiting for a particular price point and he was looking at two or three different websites every day. So he wrote a bot for himself, which will wake up at a particular time, go to those two websites, pull a match between what the price is between two different products, and if it gets beyond a certain point, below a certain point, it will alert.
Okay. Hmm.
Right now, that's automation.
Yes.
That's like that
Yes,
person,
sir.
yeah, manual activities were, yeah. Cool. Any other question? AISSM, you're from a logistical perspective, asking question for you guys is difficult because you're still in a class mode. I think it might not hurt, Madhvi ma'am, to gradually have each of those associates on their desktops, um, or even for that matter, on their phones. If because I think Zoom works very well on the phone, right? Um, you see what I'm saying? So the communication logistics becomes easy versus having everybody in one side of the room, right? Maybe next time.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
My name is Prashant Pajiyar. Sir, I wanted to ask that, we develop apps on Android Studio. Okay, so over there we'll make the UI, and if we want this functionality of this UI path, means like the ones in the example in the video, like they were checking out all the same iPhone they put, then all the iPhones means in the Flipkart was coming, means like this means it was displaying all the parts. So can we link this over there with Android Studio? Like,
Yeah. So what you're saying is how to invoke a bot which is coded in UiPath, right? Uh,
yeah,
yeah. So I think I haven't tried that, but so basically, so I'll share my screen again. My screen is shared, right, already?
yes, sir.
Yeah, so let me go to my drawing board. So give me one sec. Um, one sec. So basically, what you're saying is, let me know if this is appearing okay to you guys. Basically, what you're saying is, you are going to write a, you're going to write an app, okay? Right, you're going to write an Android app, right? Okay.
Yes,
Now it runs on your phone, right?
yes,
iPhone or Android phone, right? Now, in order for
yeah,
this to connect to a bot, the bot has to be running on some server, right?
yeah,
Correct?
yes,
Now, sorry?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, see, UiPath has, I think, three components. I forget which components, but they are like UiPath Studio, and then they have a controlling web app, and then there is something which I think they call it as a process orchestra or something. Now that is a VDI. So basically, typically, in order for your UI path bot to run, they typically run on a VDI. It's called unattended bot. Okay. Now, I think basically this unattended bot can be invoked It's just through HTTP. I mean, honestly speaking, if you are able to write a HTTP endpoint, have you done REST programming? Have you written a web service ever?
No, sir.
Okay. So in order for your phone to connect to this automation has to run somewhere, right? Okay, it has to run on a server which is on your premise, or it has to run in a cloud, right?
Yes.
If it runs on a cloud, then honestly speaking, you are writing an app which talks to a service on the cloud, right? And that service is then triggering some automation, right? Which is running. So typically you write an unattended bot, right? And then you connect the unattended bot to invoke. You may not even write a bot, right, at that point of time, because you're already in a programming environment, right? So that's
Yes.
so there should be a way to do it. I mean, why don't you research and tell me what the options are?
Yeah. Okay, I will definitely.
So, but basically, what I was saying is, so let me. Okay. So basically, there are like 2 or 3 components of UiPath. UiPath. Yeah, UiPath components. So this is. You know, 1 second. So there is a page. There is a section on UiPath components, and there is 3 components. So out of those 3 components, Studio, Bot, and an orchestrator. So I think the orchestrator is probably the controlling piece. Okay. So currently, what you are doing is you're purely running on your desktop, but in reality, no. In reality, we don't write bots which run on desktop. In reality, when we write bots, we typically will write the bots we'll write them in Studio, but we'll deploy them into a VDI container. A VDI is a virtual desktop container, right, which runs somewhere in cloud or in your on premise. So, yeah, that's what you do, unattended automation,
Okay.
operating without human touch. Make sense? So,
Yes, sir.
give me 1 sec. My automated lights went off like every day. Okay. So I'm going to switch off my video, otherwise it's of no use. Any other question? That's 11 o'clock. That's another sign of knowing. So I want to wrap up. Any other questions? Okay. If there are no questions, any questions from JSPM faculty? What's working, what's not working in this whole stuff?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
So I have asked.
Okay, sir. No problem. Student understand the things.
Okay. Okay. We'll wrap up for the day. Tomorrow we will try to cover the case study. But in the meantime, if people get time, go further into the other videos. Tomorrow's case study, we'll do the case study discussion
Okay.
for half an hour. We'll start around at the same time, 7:45, between 7:45 and 8. I would request you guys at least be be by 8 sharp, if not 7:45. And we'll see. Okay. And if you have any questions after the fact, don't hesitate to ask in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Good night.
उद्या सकाळी थोडंसं काही दिवस मॉर्निंग सेशन्स वी विल फॉलो